They're so proud of themselves. So fat and satisfied. They're everywhere.
They're watching me now.
Soon enough, these days will end. There will be no rules going forward. People are standing up. That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's going on, guys? Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well. You guys just watched the first official teaser trailer here for the upcoming Cassian Andor spin-off series for Disney+. Of course, later coming on August 31st with a confirmed premiere date here for Disney+. We're going to go ahead, we're going to jump right on into it. We're going to break it all down for you, things that you may or may have not missed, things to look forward here for the future of the show here, as well as some thoughts and theories towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for that. Let's hop right on into it. You guys already know me, man. I break this stuff down frame by frame. Opening up on a city in a clock tower type of building here as a guy walking up the stairwell here to, of course, go ahead and bang on that bell. It almost sounds like he's making like lightsaber sounds there at the beginning. I'm not completely sure, but it's kind of funny. Also, it's kind of unknown at this point in time if he's using this bell here in an effort to kind of like wake up the city, kind of like a rooster wood type of thing, or maybe if he's ringing this bell here in an effort to warn the city and the hidden whereabouts of the rebellion here, as this show is going to be about the rise of the rebellion here that we see in A New Hope and the original trilogy. Also, for those of you that aren't completely sure on where we are in the timeline of the Star Wars franchise at this point in time, this series is going to be taking place before the events of A New Hope and taking place before the events of the Rogue One movie released in 2016. It's going to be following one of the main protagonists that we see in Rogue One, who unfortunately meets their end in that movie as well, seeing that this is a prequel, and it's going to be following him and really the overall uprising of what the rebellion becomes that we see in the original trilogy that I had mentioned, also in Star Wars Rebels as well. Lucasfilm, we're now brought to a different type of planet here. It has all these children here, like natives, I guess, here that are a part of this planet here, and they're looking up and seeing some type of rebellion ship, for one thing, is what I believe, as the ship is looking very similar to the Tantive that we see in A New Hope, and it's going down, it's crashing. I believe it to be crashing in this type of like graveyard, scrapyard type of thing here, but it very well could. I'm also assuming that this is the same planet that we see the ship crashing down on, and it's not a different one, but I could be very, very wrong on that. Also, this little droid right here reminds me a lot of WALL-E. These guys right here appear to be working for the Imperial Empire engineering type of thing. I'm guessing that these guys are engineers because they don't seem to be like officers or stormtroopers or clone troopers, which I'm going to get to in just a moment, because we actually do see clone troopers show up in this trailer. That they actually flew over my head the first time I viewed this trailer. However, I will say, in a sense, it looks like that they don't really want to be there. They look like they're being held captive and being like forced to work on this type of stuff for engineering for the Empire. No idea on who this is, but she definitely seems to be working for the rebellion, and it's going to be a main protagonist for the upcoming series. Also notice how they're scurrying and running to go actually and hide their weapons. So maybe like weapons or something like that are maybe outlawed in the galaxy by the Empire or something like that, or maybe it's like a rule that they're trying to enforce. This guy's giving an accurate representation of what I do to little kids that touch my Legos. This seriously looks way too cool. These are like Imperial type of gunships, essentially. They're like modified and imperialized, essentially. Not completely sure, but these guys look like some type of miners, and they look like they're scared of the Empire, of course. This guy right here from the beginning of the trailer is really going to town on what this like bell thing is. Like, he's really just giving it a good beating. He seems to be closing up shop in fear of the Empire. Notice how he's wearing a very similar outfit to the orange that we just saw with those miners. Not entirely what this lady's up to, but she definitely seems like she's like plotting and that she's mad at the Empire, so she very well could be a part of the upcoming rebellion. Some type of mud troopers, what these guys look like, and those are, of course, are from Solo, and they don't look very friendly. They look like they're interrogating people, and they're looking for people that are working with the rebellion. This guy might be the leader or whatever, maybe the, like, I guess, one in charge here, because I think that we see him throughout the rest of the trailer. Also, this guy looks, I don't know, he just looks goofy. I don't know. Ah, there he is, Cassian Andor, the main, I guess, protagonist here of the show here, the guy that's running the place here. This is gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see this guy again. Diego Luna, an amazing actor. Absolutely loved him in Rogue One, and I'm so glad that he's coming back for this show. It's also noteworthy that he looks a lot younger for some reason in this clip, and I'll mention that again in just a moment. Also, it's 110% worth mentioning that these are clone troopers, not stormtroopers, and that really should show what time period that we're really in at the timeline of the Star Wars universe as of right now. They haven't even had like actual stormtroopers yet. They're still using clone troopers. These guys don't look too entirely important, but they definitely play some type of substantial role within the Empire and the, I guess, overall beginning of the Empire, the uprising of the Empire, and taking control of the galaxy. However, not really concerned because I just don't really know who these guys are. This guy seems to be the leader. These two guys just living the dream and having a cold one together. Please tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that this is the same girl that we saw earlier on in the trailer, and she's running for her life, probably from the Empire. Not completely sure why or anything like that, but she'd definitely be some type of potential motive for Andor to get more involved within the rebellion and its cause, especially if she gets captured and they have some type of relationship together, whether or not this is his sister, his love interest, or whatever the case may be. This guy's still going at it. This very well could be Coruscant, and especially exploring the lower levels of Coruscant, I think would be very interesting and cool to see within this show, but it very well couldn't be Coruscant at the same time. Not completely sure on it. For those of you that are unsure, Coruscant is the planet that the Jedi Temple is on that we see throughout the prequel trilogy. This lady right here looks very, very mean, and I should also mention she looks like an antagonist, but she looks like she could be something like relevant or like the same as Director Krennic that we saw in Rogue One, and it's also said that Director Krennic would be making an appearance somewhere within the show, probably in later seasons, because for as of what we do right now know is that this show is going to be up to 5 seasons, which is really, really cool, building all the way up to Rogue One in its movie. Also Death Troopers, and they're just so cool to see. This very well could be the same planet that we just saw that I thought is Coruscant, because this looks a whole lot more like Coruscant than in that previous clip, and there's some type of spaceship landing on it. Would be a really cool Lego set to get. This lady looks like that she's going to be like a good guy at first and then like turn her back or something on the main cast or the main, I guess, good guys in this show. Not really sure. She looks like she could pull a fast one, though. She is again. I'm not really sure. I want to know what you guys think about this one in the comment sections down below. What do you guys think that this lady could be very well up to? I'm not really sure. This planet right here could be Act 2, the planet that Luke Skywalker goes into hiding that we saw in The Last Jedi. I'm telling my future kids that this is the Guardians of the Galaxy. No, really though. These guys look like they're like the bones, the backbone of what the rebellion is going to yet to become. They definitely look like they're on the rebellion side, so I'm very interested to see what this team of guys are going to be up to. Let me just tell you on this one, I totally screamed at the top of my lungs when I saw this guy. I thought this was supposed to be Tobias Beckett that we saw in Star Wars Solo, which would be very cool, and it's very likely, I mean, no, wait, yeah, it is, no, it's not. Well, yeah, thinking about it, yes, it is likely that the cast of Solo, and especially Tobias Beckett, could show up some point in time within the Andor show, especially season 1 or season 2, because it seems that they don't even have stormtroopers yet, and that's something that they do have in Solo. However, when I do look at this guy's face, he looks like the type of guy that would make some type of sacrifice, so it'll be interesting what he's going to be doing. It definitely looks very cool. It looks like a new planet. I haven't ever seen it before, and no, it's not Camino, and it's like, I don't know, some type of platforms, of course, there, and they're going to be Imperial, I'm pretty sure. I don't really know why, but often when I see like a smoky type of like hallway type of scene here, or like where like the ship steam is coming out, I normally think of like, I don't know, Darth Vader or Palpatine, somebody coming off of the ship that's like high ranking, high powerful type of thing. Also, this guy's holding like some type of weird sword, and I'm very interested to see what that's going to be doing. Now that I look at it closer, it looks like an electrocutor. Hallway. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize this when I first watched this, but this is Camino. Those are all clones in there. Maybe that planet that I had just seen there with that platform in the water, maybe that was Camino, but this is definitely Camino because those are clones, and that is insanely cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. That is really cool. I'm very interested to see what that's going to be doing, what's going to be going on with the clones. That's something that the Bad Batch as well has been doing, so it's going to be very interesting to see like how the Bad Batch and the Andor show are going to like almost be correlating. Maybe we could see Andor in the Bad Batch, or maybe we could see the Bad Batch appear in the Andor show, both of which would be so very cool. Oh my gosh, so very cool. This right here is like oddly enough, I'm pretty sure this is like our only other look of Andor in this show, which is kind of weird and a little bit concerning, but I'll talk about that in a separate video, so it's all the more reason hit the subscribe button. It's a hologram of him, and he looks really, really young, like very young, younger than before, so it's very interesting to see this. Also, that's the same guy that I had mentioned earlier on that was banging on the door and terrorizing people. That guy is still out here banging away on this drum thing. I don't know. Once again, this seems to appear to be the same Imperial that was looking at that hologram, and the one that was in the doorway, the one that was like a lot looking like a leader or something like that, and there's fire around him. Some type of an attack might have happened towards the Imperials is what it looks like instead of the Rebellion. Another thing I didn't realize on my first watch throughout is that this is Coruscant once again, and it's the Senate. It's definitely going to be very, very cool to see some more Star Wars politics, especially during this time period. I'm going to be very, very interested in this. The lady that we we saw earlier with the Death Troopers having a walk again seems to be part of the Empire, and he's on an Imperial base. This hooded figure could literally be anybody from Andor all the way to Obi-Wan Kenobi, who is rumored and said and theorized by many Star Wars fans, although I wouldn't really count on it actually happening, to actually make an appearance somewhere within the Andor show. It definitely makes sense, especially seeing that the time periods are lining up here. However, time will tell. This guy right here is about to solo these clone troopers, and it's so cool to see clone troopers back in live action once again, seeing them last in the Book of Boba Fett as a surprise type of thing. Now seeing them in the Andor show is such a cool thing, and to see them being cycled out into stormtroopers and all that type of stuff as well is going to be so interesting to see. Not really sure on who this is, although they seem to be a protagonist and injured and working for the rebellion. This is one of those same speeders that we saw in Solo, and it's crashing, and it's pretty cool looking. It's going to be a cool speeder chase, I guess. TIE Fighter, very cool to see it early on here in the Star Wars timeline, and this planet very well could be Solus, but I really don't know where this is. Solus, for those of you that don't know, is essentially like a lava planet, and it's an Imperial base. I lied, we did see Andor once again here throughout this trailer, and he's looking awesome. I cannot wait to see Diego Luna back in action. Literally no idea on who this old lady is or what type of role she'll be playing. She looks like she's like a good guy and that she's going to be part of the rebellion, but really just no idea what type of role she's going to be playing. She looks important, definitely, though, I will say that. After that, roll the title card, Andor, with a brand new updated logo, and of course it's going to be streaming August 31st, which is just around the corner at the end of the summer, so we have something to look forward to throughout the summer. Obi-Wan Kenobi, potentially the Bad Batch show, I'd absolutely love to see as well, kind of overlapping, and after the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, overlapping with the Andor show would be really cool. I cannot wait for this upcoming show. A lot of people don't really understand or get the point of this overall show. The point of it is to see the overall upbringing of the rebellion and the Empire. This is such an interesting time period of the Star Wars franchise and Star Wars timelines. Seeing the, I guess, uprising of these two huge galactic civil wars is going to be so very cool, and also seeing that transition between the prequel trilogy and the original trilogy is just such a cool thing. I cannot wait for this upcoming series. Honestly, all I can say is that if you guys enjoyed Rogue One, which I think I speak for just about all Star Wars fans out there, then you're going to love this. I want to know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I'd absolutely love to hear what you guys all think. Is there anything that we missed? Let me know in the comment section down below. Some of your theories and speculations I would absolutely love to hear. This trailer right here was released in an effort to kick off Star Wars Celebration, and it is indeed being kicked off. It's going to be absolutely wild. There's already been so many other announcements yet to cover here on the channel, and that we of course will be covering here on the channel, so it's all the more reason to hit that subscribe button and join us today. We have updates incoming here for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, the Mandalorian Season 3, and so much more. New shows were just announced here as well that we're going to be covering here in the next coming days here on the channel, so I'll see you guys there. Drop a like in the video if you enjoy it. As always, help the channel and check out the official Star Wars content, guys. Thanks so much for watching today's video. As always, been a force be with you. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.